one of the last steps here is getting the pivot body with your awesome full actuator already assembled, mounted onto the extrusion stand. We'll need these two rubber washers, a spacer, an M6 washer, some T-nuts, and our longest and last M6 by 35 screw, as well as this M6 fender washer. So first, I'm going to cut down one of these two rubber washers. They'll both go on the pivot here, and you can see that they're just a little too big to go through both of those at the same time. So I'm going to trim it down basically to the diameter of this metal fender washer, which is, 3 or 4 millimeters, 1/8 of an inch smaller. So I'll do this. The exact size isn't extremely critical. This is mostly just to keep the spacing consistent. When I place it on here, I should be able to get this hole aligned as well as the hole in this aligned with this slot. So that looks good. Now I'll start putting my fasteners through. I'll take my M6 by 35. We'll put it through here. Put our rubber washer on top of that and a T-nut. Again, we'll just get this coarsely in place. Then we'll take our M6 by 35 handle, put a washer on it, then our spacer. And on this side, we put the fender washer. The fender washer has one side that's smooth and the other side that's a little bit sharp. I like to put the sharp side facing this, so that the smooth face is what rubs along the 3D printed part. We'll put that through like this. On the back side, we'll put our rubber washer, and then on top of that, a T-nut. Again, if you have some grease, just putting a touch on the thread here. Be careful not to get it on the rubber washer. It will break down the rubber. That can just help make this go a little bit nicer. Again, our new feature, these small carriage pieces, these are just about to be released, are not fully live yet. So if you don't have one of these, don't worry. But they do help improve the engagement just a little bit of the T-nut in the extrusion slot. So we'll take these and we need to align them here. So the body will be mounted like this. I'll reposition this maybe so it's a little bit easier for us to see. And we'll feed on first the handle with our spacer into our extrusion. And then we'll get this second T-nut aligned. I'm trying to get this in a position where I can show the camera and physically do this with both hands, like that. And we want to basically have that T-nut just underneath, just past flush. So we don't quite want it all the way flush, just, a few millimeters, 1/8 of an inch behind that. And then we will tighten down our screws. So again, I'll just do both of these finger tight to start. So again, checking the alignment on where that nut is, making sure it's just a little bit recessed. Once that's in, I'll pull that in. So this is tight. I'll just back it off so it's loose. And I just want to check that I can rotate this freely. You want to make sure that you have clearance between that body and the extrusion as you rotate it around. So if you can make sure you can fully rotate that, then the spacing of that T-nut in the extrusion is good. We'll take this, and again, this one is going to bite into the aluminum, so you'll feel it start to bite. It's already quite tight, but this is a little bit loose. And so I'll tighten this just until I start to feel some friction there. Okay, see that? So now it's mostly holding under its own weight. That's about as snug as I want to make that one. And so now this one, when we tighten it up, really locks it in position. So this is generally what it should look like from the front, from the back, And we should be able to loosen this. And if I bring this up a bit, you should be able to now fold your awesome all the way into its sort of storage position, and it should look something like this. We're functionally complete now. All that's remaining is putting the end caps on these raw aluminum extrusion and running the cable between the PCB and the motor.